Hello, villagers. Hello, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, this is Living Life with London, where we are all things healthy living, wellness, motivation, inspiration, DIY, travel, daily living, and all things Jesus Christ. So today we are, as you can tell from the title, we are going to talk about the 4th of July and what I ate for the 4th of July. I often get asked the question, how do you maintain your eating habits and your eating lifestyle changes for the holidays or when you're on vacation? So I am going to take you along with me for a day of what did I eat and what did I do for the 4th of July, and how did I stay on my healthy eating lifestyle for the holiday. I didn't do much for the holiday. I just sat back, relaxed, Domino and I. And for those of you who don't know who Domino is, that is my four-legged furry companion. We actually stayed in and just relaxed most of the day. I left out only for a brief moment just to go and do some self-care and go to the nail salon. I got my feet and my nails done, as well as my neck and shoulder massage. So I did that, and then I ran to the grocery store and got some greens and some smoked turkey wings to throw into my greens for my healthy, non-traditional 4th of July meal that I made. So for the 4th of July, I made some jerk turkey necks. Some greens with smoked turkey in them, and then some baked sweet potato. So I'm going to show you guys. I'm also going to take you along with me to see what I ate in the full day. I started off my day with coffee. For those of you who don't know, I do intermittent fast, which means that I eat between the hours of 12 noon and 8 p.m. What I do before that is I have my morning coffee, and then I don't eat until 12. I don't have a solid meal until 12. And so I'll show you what my first meal of the day was. We'll go ahead and get started cooking. I'll show you what I ate for lunch, and then I'll show you how the night ended with my dinner. So before we get started, of course, you guys know I am reading the book, The Purpose-Driven Life. And so I wanted to share with you what is standing out for me today in that book. So I have my notes, so if I'm looking down, that's so you guys know this time I have my notes. Oftentimes I try to do this from memory. Forget it. I need my notes. But what stands out for me today from the book, The Purpose-Driven Life, is what drives your life? It's the question. What drives your life? Ecclesiastes 4:4 from the Living Bible says, I observed that the basic motive for success is the driving force of envy and jealousy. That's interesting. The New International Version says, and I saw that all toil and achievement spring from one person's envy of another. Now that's the word of God that says that, right? So from the Purpose-Driven Life, it says that there are multiple things that drive people, but everyone's life is driven by something, right? So some of the things that drive people are guilt. People that are driven by guilt tend to spend their entire lives running from regrets and hiding their shame. Guilt-driven people are manipulated by their memories. They allow their past to control their future. You have some people that are often driven by resentment and anger. They hold on to hurts, never letting go of them. And resentment always hurts that person that's holding the resentment more than it does the person that they are resenting. Some people are driven by fear. Fears could result from traumatic experiences, from unrealistic expectations, from growing up in high control homes, or even just from genetic predispositions. However, fear is a self-imposed prison that will keep you from becoming what God intends for you to be. Other people are driven by materialism. Their desire to acquire things becomes the whole goal for their lives. And then finally, many people, I myself can relate to this, many people are driven by the need for approval. They allow the expectation of parents or spouses or children or teachers or friends to control their lives. Many adults are still trying to earn the approval of unpleasable parents. So I want you to ponder over those thoughts. What drives you? So that's the question I want you to ask yourself today. What drives you? And so now we're going to go ahead and get into what did I eat for the 4th of July. I'm going to take you through my first meal, my second meal, and my third meal, the last final meal of the day. And you're going to see my untraditional 4th of July jerk turkey necks with greens and baked yam. Let's go. For my first meal of the day, I'm having a protein-packed, sugar-free yogurt. So I have my sugar-free Greek yogurt by Chobani. I have mixed in there a teaspoon of some chia seeds, another teaspoon of almond butter, and then I topped it with the Sola keto-friendly granola. Along with it, I had 16 ounces of spring water. I am going to go ahead and get started with preparing my dinner. I'm going to start with my vegetables and getting those chopped up. So here you see I am starting with the onion first. I'll be using onion in both the greens as well as the turkey neck, so I'm dicing up quite a bit of onion. I believe I used 1.5 onions. I have moved on to the bell pepper. I'm only putting the bell pepper in the turkey neck, so I only used a half of a bell pepper. Starting with my collard greens here, I had already had some that had been soaking and had been layering them up. So what I do is I layer my greens up. I'll put some of the meat in the bottom, some of my vegetables and seasonings in the bottom. So here's that top layer of greens here. I've washed them already and cleaned them and soaked them. And so I'm going to go ahead and season these up. This is that top layer. I'm going in with some Tony Chachere's Cajun seasoning. And now I'm going in with some onion powder. And I don't do exact measurements. I kind of eyeball it. I have my favorite aunt has taught me that anytime you're cooking with something that has juice to it, you just taste your juice, and then you know from tasting the juice how much more of the seasonings you need to put in there. And whatever your juice tastes like, that's what your food will taste like. So now I'm going to go ahead and add the final layer of onions for my greens. And remember, I'm saving some of these onions to also put into the turkey necks. As you can see, I am cutting up the smoked turkey wing and adding it to the greens. Off camera, I also added some garlic powder as well as one of the seasonings in the greens. This turkey wing was giving me a hard time. I'm sure if there's a chef watching this, they're probably saying, Lord, let me help her and let me get her a sharper knife, but we got it done. And they are ready to go into the Instapot. I'm going to go ahead and start the greens off in the Instapot pressure cooker, and then we'll move over to the turkey necks. I added about 2 cups of water to the greens. Moving on to the turkey necks, I have had them soaking in some lemon juice and vinegar, white vinegar. So white vinegar and lemon juice, they had been soaking for about an hour. And so now I'm going in and cleaning them, rinsing off the lemon juice and vinegar. And then what I'm going to do is remove that sticky, slimy membrane. I don't like that in my meat, so I go ahead and remove that. So this is what you'll see me doing here. It's just washing them off, and I'm removing that sticky membrane. So the turkey necks are good and clean now. I'm just giving it that final rinse, and we'll be ready to go in with some seasonings. Starting our seasonings off is our good old faithful Tony Chachere's. And again, I'm just eyeballing it. Whenever you're dealing with turkey, you want to make sure that your seasonings are, your meat is good and seasoned well. The second seasoning that I'm going to go in with is a poultry seasoning. And so as I told you guys, these are going to be jerk turkey necks. So I'll show you the jerk seasoning that I like to use whenever I'm jerking any type of meat. And so now I'm going to go in with the jerk seasoning. It's already in a jar and prepared. I buy it at the grocery store. So I'm putting in 2 good tablespoons full. And then we're going to go ahead and just massage the meat and make sure that it is good and coated very well. I have transferred the turkey necks into the crock pot, and I'm going in with some Goya chicken bouillon. And now I'm going to go in with some cayenne pepper. I'm pouring in about 2 cups of water. And I like to use half and half water and chicken broth. So you'll see me go in with about 2 cups of chicken broth as well. And here's the chicken broth here. These are the bell peppers. And the remainder of the onions. I'm now adding some chopped garlic. And now I'm going to add a little bit of orange juice. That is a secret that a friend of mine taught me. Whenever she's making her turkey necks, she adds a little bit of orange juice to them. It adds a little bit of sweetness that counteracts some of the spiciness. And now we're going to go ahead and put the top on these and set them to cook. And we'll let them cook until the greens are done. Once the greens are done, I'm going to transfer the pots. And I'll put the necks into the Instapot, and I'll put the greens into the crock pot to keep warm until the turkey necks are done. So they're cooking away. Now I'm going to go ahead and prep my sweet potatoes. I'm poking holes in them with the fork. These have been washed, of course, cleaned very well and dried. And so now I'm just poking holes in them with a fork. And this is just so that I'm going to coat them with some extra virgin olive oil and a little bit of the Himalayan sea salt. So I want the olive oil and the salt to get into the inside of the potato, so I'm poking the holes with the fork. Doing the same thing with potato number 2. And it's times like this that I wish that I would go work out and give myself some upper body strength, because these potatoes were getting the best of me. And as you can see, the little holes all over the potato there. Going in with just a little bit of this extra virgin olive oil, and we're going to just coat the entire potato with the extra virgin olive oil. And now we are sprinkling some Himalayan salt. And you want to just coat the potato well with the salt. And then you're just going to wrap the potato very well. Make sure that all ends are covered. And of course, we're going to do the same thing with potato number 2. Once the potatoes are prepped, I'll cook them in the oven on 400 degrees for about 20 or 25 minutes or until they are soft. And I'm not going to do this until we're closer to the meat and the greens being done. Now that my dinner is going, it is time for me to eat my second meal of the day. I had some salad from a previous dinner, and this is a kale, cabbage, and arugula salad. I think I also have some dried cranberries in there as well. When I went to the store earlier today, I went ahead and bought me some grilled shrimp that's already prepared with a remoulade sauce. So for my lunch, I'm going to have this salad with shrimp and remoulade sauce. I'm also going to have some no sugar added grapefruits. These are ruby red grapefruits with it, and some alkaline spring water. So here's my shrimp salad with grapefruit, and it was yummy. And I didn't eat all of the grapefruit. I ate about half of that cup of fruit, but it was good. We are going in now to check our greens and see how they are doing. And the smell is so good. They smell delicious. Can you see those greens are cooked? They are ready. Let's go ahead and do a taste test. Yep, delicious. I had to go in for a second taste. Our turkey necks are cooking a little slower than I would like for them to cook, What I did was also added about 4 small bay leaves into the water, and I added some additional jerk seasoning in there as well. And if you remember, I told you I'm going to switch the pots. So what I did was put the turkey necks into the pressure cooker, and I put my greens into the crock pot to cook. So what I'm going to do now that they're almost done, I have about 30 more minutes on there for them to cook. You see how much faster they're cooking now that they are in the pressure cooker? So I'm going to go ahead and add some cornstarch to thicken up my juice. And if you're making these to go over a potato or rice, you can use cornstarch to thicken up your juice. You can also make a roux out of flour if you like. Again, I stay away from as much white flour and anything white, rice, grits, all of that. I try and stay away from that. And so I use cornstarch, and I'm not cooking any rice, so I just wanted my juice to be a little bit thicker. I took some of the juice out of the pot and put it in a bowl, and then I'm going in with a teaspoon size of cornstarch. Good amount. You see, I'm just mixing that up. I'm blending it up to make sure there are no clumps of the cornstarch. So once it's all nice and blended, I'm going to pour it back into the pot, and then I'm going to let it cook for about another 30 minutes. I also went ahead and placed my potatoes in the oven as well. Okay, we're checking these turkey necks to see if they're done, and they are. Look at that. Look at that jerk seasoning on there. They smell delicious. They are ready to go. I am going in to see if my potatoes are ready. So the smaller potato was ready to go. The larger one needed some more time, so we're going to go ahead and take the one that's ready and then let the other one cook a little bit longer. And here we have my 4th of July meal, jerk turkey necks with greens. Those are collard greens, and with yam. So what I put on my yam was some butter and a little bit of coconut sugar. We are about to go in for a taste test and see if I'm going to do my happy dance or not. We are starting out with the jerk turkey neck. Remember guys, it's fresh and hot, so I have to blow it. Okay, there's that smile. All right, thumbs up. Uh-oh, she's starting to dance. Okay, next we're gonna go ahead and try these greens. Sookie, sookie now. Yep, they're good, guys. And how did this yam come out? Let's see if it came out well. I'm still dancing. Yes, my food is good. 2 thumbs up, and we're going out with a bang. Be blessed.